Chelsea.
Are they?
Apparently.
Well, that's what he's selling them for more than what Chelsea was.
He's not sold it yet.
It's
been
not
only
priced
worth
to
what
sell
people
on,
want. The only priced at what people want to pay. And I think what they've done now is they've seen, with Liverpool, they've seen the Super League go away.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, there's no money. People are saying there's no money. You look at
that's the bigger money earner, wasn't it?
Jim Ratcliffe from Ineos and all that. He was talked about. He's the richest guy in Britain apparently.
Yeah.
And he was hooked with United a little bit. Linked with United, talking about taking over from the Glazers. And he's come around and said there's no value in any British club.
Yeah. No, he's right.
He said there's no value in it whatsoever. He says in the Premier League, I'm better off staying with Nice.
Yeah.
And he's staying with Nice, so he's not. And now I think Conor McGregor's threw his hat in the ring.
Conor McGregor.
I think he's just all
no way. You can't afford it.
No, you can't afford that.
No chance.
He probably knows people. He probably knows people who could put a consortium together. He could probably afford it, the sort of thing, for however they do it. But it's not going to be any kind of. You need. One thing Liverpool fans have always done with me is they've always criticised us for being state-owned, like allegedly state-owned.
Yeah.
Oil money, oil club and all that kind of stuff. And now they're saying they want an oil club. They want to be an oil club. And I'm like, but you criticised me for years for being that oil club. Yeah, but we've got history. I went, oh, so we haven't. City have got no history. No, we won the league. I said, mate, listen, I'll educate you if you want. If you've got time to sit down, I'll educate you. Sit down, I'll talk about football from back in the 1800s. If you want to go, how far do you want to go back? I say. And they don't want to know then. The Liverpool fans, 70s and 80s, right? Until they got us banned from Europe.
Yeah.
Right? And it was them that got us banned. It was no one else's fault. It was their fault. They got us banned. End of. Right? They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about when they were winning things. Yeah, but Everton would have won everything in the 80s. Yeah. Everton would have killed everything in the 80s. There's not many teams you can name from number 1 to number 11, right, who you don't support. Everton had that team where I could name every single Everton player that was in that squad. Yeah. That year.
Dean up front.
Who?
Dixie Dean.
No, way after Dixie Dean. Way after they had Graham Sharp.
Graham Sharp was the main one.
Graham Sharp was the main man up front.
Yeah.
But they had a team where you had Neville Southall in net. You could, like I say, you can go through them all. I'm trying to think of the names now. What was his name? Kevin Ratcliffe at the back.
Ratcliffe,
people like that. You got people like that where they had a team that would have beat any team in Europe by 4 or 5-0 every game. Yeah. The best team I've probably seen ever in England. And could they play in Europe? No. Do you know why? Liverpool. Yeah.
No, it's a big shame. They were absolutely top side, weren't they?
Yeah.
Absolutely top side.
And they stopped Everton from dominating Europe. Yeah. Which they would have done.
I think they would have at the
time. Team would have dominated Europe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But I think when you look at Liverpool now for sale, I don't know who's going to buy them. I hope someone like Mike Ashley buys them.
The Glazers.
The Glazers, yeah. If you're paying £4+ billion, I mean, be careful what you wish for, because Liverpool haven't done bad over the years, and that's what I say about United. Careful what you wish for. You've spent quite well at United. They've brought in players that you like. Okay, might not be the players that have suited the squad that you needed, but they've spent a lot of money.
I think it's the overall ownership that people have put in place, the managers that they brought in. It's just not been done right.
I disagree. I think with United, you're not winning, and that's what's bothering United fans. You could have a shit stadium. If you were winning trophy after trophy after trophy, there'd be no problem.
The problem with the Glazers is they're the ones that put the managers in place and put the hierarchy in place for running the football club.
But if you were winning, you were all happy. You were all happy with Ollie. You were all happy with it. I remember Rio Ferdinand going, "Put it on the table. We're going to give him a contract." And he's the biggest staunch United fan you'll meet, although he's not even from Manchester. Yeah. And he was a West Ham fan growing up, and now all of a sudden he's a United fan, right? Which I don't get. But yeah, let him have it. Let him have his day. Right? He was banging on the table, giving it. Pardon?
Can have an argue that he played for him quite a long time.
Don't give a shit. Does that mean you support him? If I play for United tomorrow, does that mean you're a United fan? Or Liverpool?
No, but if you have players like Liverpool. But you could have players like Vincent Kompany, he's probably a City fan, he's not from Manchester.
I play for Liverpool. I'm not a
Liverpool fan. Talk about my point. Vincent Kompany's probably a City fan, but he's not from Manchester as well.
Oh, well, his wife is.
Is she?
Yeah. From Ireland. Yeah, I know, right? It's not you. But what you got to remember with that, be careful what you wish for, because it's not the Glazers might have put the players, the managers in place. You were always happy with the managers you've had until they don't succeed. You were happy with Ollie.
But that's
when Ollie got given the manager's job, was you happy or not?
I think he had to be given the job at the time because he was winning matches.
That wasn't the question. Was you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. All United fans were happy.
Yeah.
Ex-player, loved it, praised by United fans, worshipped by United fans for what he did in '99.
Yeah, but we don't know what's going on behind the scenes with the people that are put in charge, like the chief executives, people like that.
Was Ollie given money to sign players?
No, I'm not arguing about that. I'm saying the system in place behind the structure has been wrong since Fergie left.
Because you're not winning trophies. Because you're not winning trophies. That's the problem with United.
Yeah, because the structure has been put in place to have like a certain way of playing football. Because Moyes came in, and they changed it completely when they got Van Gaal in charge. And I wasn't sure about him at the time. No one was. He played completely different style of football. Mourinho, completely different style of football. Solskjaer, different again. All these players were being taken over by different managers, but they were playing different style of football. They've never put anything in place up till now where they play, right, this is the way we want to play, and they're the type of players we want. It's just not, like City have done now, you play a certain way, and if you get another manager, you'll play the same way. The players will fit into the way that you play. It's just not been like that at United. A lot of the big gripe about United fans is that the Glazers have been taking money out of the club, taking dividends out. That's been their biggest gripe. If they've been just, I've never said that they haven't spent money, because I know they have. This summer, they spent absolute.
Why would you have a business? Would you run a business? Let's say, for instance, tomorrow you owned a nail salon, right? And your nail salon was making money or losing money, whatever. But you got to take some kind of money out of it.
Yeah.
Right? So you take dividends out of it, right? You'd pay yourself dividends, wouldn't you, as the owner?
Yeah.
Right. What's the difference?
Do you not think it's a bit different with a football club?
No. When
you're buying it
it's
on
business.
When you're buying it on borrowed money,
nope,
and you're paying like interest off.
Most businesses are bought on borrowed money.
But there's been seasons where they haven't spent quite as much money, or there should have been players that we have been able to, or should have gone for, which we haven't gone for. But then they're paying debt back, aren't they?
Again, you don't know.
Debt.
You don't know what's behind that door, like you said.
Well, that's some of
you
it.
don't paper talk. Then pay. What you got to remember is this, right? The media in the UK is very pro-bias. Liverpool and United. Historically, very pro. A lot of the fans, a lot of the media journalists are United fans or Liverpool fans. Am I right?
No, I won't agree with that. Not at all. I think most of them are London-based, to be honest.
Okay, most of them are Liverpool United fans, right?
I think most of them are
London-based. That is
London-based.
United, isn't it? Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool United. Yeah, there you go. London-based. That's answers my question. I know you're getting angry on this, right? Because
I just don't know what your point is really on United.
I'm not going on United.
Since Fergie left, I mean, they've been in charge. They're the.
They were in charge when Fergie was there.
Yeah, but I mean, Fergie ran it. It was completely different with Ferguson and David Gill. They were there. They were successful. He was successful before the Glazers got there.
Fergie was probably the best manager.
They just carried it on.
Fergie was probably the best manager that's probably been in the Premier League.
They didn't put him in place. He was already there. He'd already won everything before the Glazers got there.
Yep.
So all they had to do was bankroll him to what he wanted.
But Fergie, chose Moyes, the chosen one, if you remember.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's right.
Right. I'm just saying, right? I'm putting facts across on the table here.
Yeah, but no one's arguing with that.
I'm not arguing about United. I'm moving on to Liverpool. But what I'm saying about United, the reason United are not happy, the United fans are not happy, is because you're not winning shit.
Of course it is.
That's also because their two biggest rivals are winning.
No, and the two biggest rivals are winning. That's correct.
No, yeah, but
your two biggest rivals are on top of you by country miles.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But there's reasons for it.
There isn't.
There isn't any reasons why we're not winning.
Nope.
Right.
You've been overtaken.
Why though?
Because it's not like you're not spending money, mate, on players. It's the team on the pitch that wins the games. You chose the managers, right? It's not a case of some guy I don't know what his name is now. He's running the football director guy. I don't know what his name is, right? But there's no way he's telling the guy what team to pick.
Yeah.
Right. It's down to your manager at the end of the day, and the chosen one, right? Yeah. You had Moyes, and you're saying now no one wanted Moyes. They did. Ferguson wanted Moyes.
Yeah, but
right.
But it's the owners that put these guys in place. Whether we want or not.
Ferguson wanted him. Ferguson said, "Get him."
Yeah, but the Glazers put him in place because ultimately they've got the final say, haven't they? Because they own the company. They own United.
So Ferguson says, "Get him. He's your man," and they'd have gone, "Nah, fuck it. We're not getting him. We're going to get fucking Sam Allardyce."
Yeah.
You'd have all gone, "No, we want Moyes. Ferguson's telling you to get Moyes." That's what would have happened.
That was also a long, long time ago, and they've had plenty of time. They have had plenty of time to pick different managers.
You spent more money than most.
I've never said ever that they don't spend money.
No, I know that. But
it's more about just spending money, isn't it?
Of course it is. We all know that.
Yeah, of course.
But what United fans are pissed off about is you're not winning anything. That's what it comes down to.
Of course it does.
You've spent money. You've put the managers in place. The managers ain't performing, and whether that's the decision of the top board, you're getting some of the best managers.
We've put managers in place. We've spent money, and we're not winning things. Were we pissed off about that? Of course, that's why.
It's not the management structure. and it's not the structure behind the scenes. It's not the Glazers' fault why you're not winning stuff.
Well, I beg to differ.
You
on
think
that.
it's Glaze? So you think if you get a new owner, right? So let's say Mike Ashley takes over United tomorrow.
I think they're putting it in place now the way that they should do. They've got different people in charge now.
So you're happy now with the Glazers?
No, I didn't say that. It looks like they're listening to people, what they should be doing. They're going along a different route, putting a hierarchy in place, get people that know more about football, and they're going to get players that fit a system of play. And that's what they should have done from the start, but they've just, gone from one to the other, different systems. And ultimately, it's the owner's fault because, they're in charge. They're the ones that hire these people.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I beg to differ a little bit. But going back to Liverpool, what I'm saying with Liverpool are kind of like a little bit crumbling a little bit. You're seeing cracks in the woodwork with Liverpool.
Could I just say one thing though?
Yeah.
If you think it's not the Glazers' fault, would you want them in charge at City instead of your owners?
I'm not asked who's in charge of City. We had fucking Peter Swales for years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but
Tell me someone better. We couldn't afford a tin of paint to paint the fucking dressing room.
Yeah, but you started winning things now with these owners, haven't you? They put things in place. They've got the managers.
They've invested in a structure.
Exactly, the structure. That's what I'm talking about. United haven't.
But we've put the massive investment in the structure which we want as a club, and it's cost the owners a hell of a lot of money.
Absolutely.
Right. But it's cost them, but it's not just a structure in the club. We've structured it around. We bought other clubs from around the world. I think we own like 12 clubs, is it now? Something like that. 14 clubs.
Yeah.
Whatever it is around the world. We've bought as a business. It's run as a business, City.
Absolutely.
It's run as a true proper business. But it was there to be done. Right? We've mirrored other people's businesses. We've not done anything new. It's not like someone going in and saying, I've got an idea. It's not an idea. We've mirrored other people's businesses.
Absolutely. You've put a proper structure in place. United
have had this opportunity since the 60s, 50s to do this. Right? You've been the biggest club in the world since the 50s. Right? Most followed. You talk about massive club, massive this, massive. Look at us when we used to. I get it all the time on this thing. Look at us when we used to be good. I said, yeah, we used to be good back in the 60s. I wasn't born, but we used to be good back in the 60s.
Yeah.
We had one of the best teams back in the 60s. Rodney Marsh, Dennis Law, Freddie Lee, Colin Bell, people like that. We had them all, Mike Summerby. We had them all. We had the best team, right? We had the best team in the 60s. We didn't build on it. We let it go.
Yeah.
United, that's what they've done. They've not built on it. Let it go. And United isn't as attractive. United is not an attractive module, I'll say, anymore than what someone like Fulham is. Because someone can come in and see a club now and go, you know what, Newcastle's a prime example. A one city club, guy comes in and goes, I'm looking to buy a football club, I've got billions in the bank, I'm looking to buy a football club and set up a structure. I'm going to start from the bottom and build up, right? Now whether Saudi Arabia investment fund do this and do it the right way, that's yet to be seen. But so far it looks like they're building the right structure, right? They may change the way football is, Newcastle, I think. They may look at a whole different way of how the club's run and how the club's formed. Remember, Eddie Howe was in before the takeover.
Yeah.
Right? Eddie Howe came in, like you're saying about Ferguson, Eddie Howe was already there before the takeover come in. And what you've got now is what they may build is they may build that franchise style USA sort of thing where they say, we're going to have that base in London. That's our home base, is London. We're going to fly up for our home games. You're only going to play 19 home games in the season, plus the cup games that you might have, right? And 19 games are going to be away. 6 of them are going to be in London.
Yeah.
Right? So the majority of the time you're going to be in London anyway. Right?
Not majority of the time.
Surroundings, now at 19, you're going to be 6 of them are going to be away.
Yeah.
In London, right? So they may say we're going to hub ourselves in London. And we can travel, we can get a private jet, seats 30, and we'll travel up to the games.
Does it ever feel like a home game then, at that point?
It doesn't matter. It's the fans that makes it the home game.
Yeah.
It's not people there. It's not people living there going, oh, I'm gonna be here and sort of like, I'm not happy that they don't live near me. Who gives a shit where they live? No one knows where the footballers live. I don't give a shit. If Bernardo lived in London, would you care?
No.
Yeah, exactly. You see, we go in the pub and we see people like, who is it we see that plays for
Saw
Leicester?
Johnny Evans.
Yeah, Johnny Evans plays for Leicester. Danny, the fullback, used to play for Leicester. He used to play for United.
No.
Mixed race kid. Danny. No, his name. He lived around there. He was travelling to Leicester every day.
Like Simpson?
Simpson, yeah,
Yeah.
Simpson. He was playing for Leicester. He used to travel and commute from Manchester. So you've got that, and I think Newcastle will change that. But with Liverpool, going back to what I'm saying with Liverpool, you're starting to see cracks with Liverpool because they're valuing at a certain value. I don't think Liverpool's worth that much because to pay that much and get something in return, I don't think you got the return of investment coming from it, because it's a two club, or even three. You can't carry Tranmere. You know what I mean?
So it's a bit of a stretch, but
yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. But you've got Liverpool, Everton, so it's not a one city club like Newcastle is, right? Or Leeds. If I was looking to buy a club, I'd buy Leeds.
Yeah,
that'd be straight on. I wouldn't even as a city. If I was a billionaire now tomorrow, and some clubs are up for sale, first club I look at is Leeds.
Yeah,
because I think you can make money out of Leeds.
No, I think you could.
Yeah.
New stadium and everything. It's got the fan base and everything. I think you could do
everything you need with Leeds. It's got everything you need with Leeds. But what you've got is with Liverpool, I don't think you're going to get any kind of return of investment at what you're going to get. So I'm not sure who's going to buy it. And I think the only person who would buy it out of sentiment. And if they buy it out of sentiment, they're not going to invest the money in it, because they won't have the money to invest.
I know what you mean. I think the problem for Liverpool, I think, is Chelsea was overpriced anyway.
Absolutely.
But I think Liverpool is worth more than Chelsea because of the history and the things they've won. So it should be worth more anyway.
It's what is it? 4.25 billion.
But you're not buying it for. I get what you're saying.
I know.
You're going history of football. I'm going about location. When you look at Chelsea in London and their stadium, the stadium's probably worth 4 billion.
Yeah,
and
I get that
with
where it actually is and everything. Yeah, I get that.
I mean, the land it's on and all.
I'm just going on about sort of like historically.
The assets that Chelsea have is substantial.
Oh yeah,
when you look at training ground, Cobham and all around there, it's mega money.
Yeah,
but no one's going to buy United for Carrington. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's fucking refineries and shit around there. Smoke bill. I mean, you're probably going to more die of cancer than you are of anything else out in Carrington. And you got to run the gauntlet of driving through Earlham just to get there. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them. It's a business. As a business module, I don't think Liverpool is as attractive as what they're trying to make out, and I think they'll struggle to get the investment coming in.
Won't they just get a buyer like City have got though? Because City's pretty much along the same lines, wasn't it?
No, not really. City was cheap.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah,
with an opportunity for investment in the whole surrounding
I
area
get
as well.
To a certain extent, but yeah.
Can you imagine Liverpool moving to Birkenhead? So we're going to build a new stadium, but we've got to move to Chester.
Yeah, no, it's unlikely.
Birkenhead or wherever it may be, just outside the outskirts.
Yeah.
Liverpool fans won't want that.
I mean, you might get people buying it that don't want to, that just want a Premier League club, and
that's what I'm saying.
There's no guarantees that they're going to invest a lot of money.
Sentiment comes in if that's the case.
Yeah.
And it's the same. I think a lot of Premier League clubs are in that situation now. If City went up for sale tomorrow, I think it'd be the same. We'd struggle. And I think if United go up for sale tomorrow, whoever buys United, unless you're getting bought by a wealth fund like a Saudi Arabia, a UAE, or an Abu Dhabi, or Dubai might buy them. It might be a case of some prince in Dubai might
like
say,
Asia as well,
Sheikh in Dubai, Asia,
China,
might want to go into it, sort of thing. But there's no unless you've got a brand bandwagon to go along with. I'm not sure there's much value in a Premier League club.
Yeah, I get that. Absolutely get that. So I think for Liverpool, yeah, I don't know. It could be a tricky one. But
it could be a drawn out process for Liverpool. I think, and I think be careful what you wish for, because I think they know sports. Fenway Group, because they own the Boston Red Sox, and I don't know if they own anyone else, but I know they own the Boston Red Sox, so they know sport, and for them to sort of like go with the knowledge they've got and bring it into the Premier League is healthy. It's the same with the Glazers. They know sport because they've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah. They know sport. They know they know what they want from it, and they know what their United fans might not. You might just listen. You're a customer at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You're a fan that goes to watch the game. They're not asked if you come or not. Someone else will come in your place. If you don't go, someone else will come.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of the time, United fans don't go to the game anyway. They watch it on TV because it's a global thing. They can't all make it to the game. You can only get 76,000 in the stadium, whatever it holds.
Yeah.
So it's not on the scheme of things. The size of United to the size of the fan base they've got, not everyone's going to get in the game.
Yeah.
Right. So they're not asked if you. They're happy for you to pay your subscription on the TV, which then filters down and cascades down into their pockets, into the club's pockets, wherever it is.
Yeah.
Right. Same with City. People say City can't fill a stadium. Who gives a shit? Right. You don't. You're telling me that we don't fill our stadium. You don't go to the game anyway. Right. I go. Don't tell me I don't fill our stadium. I fill my seat every game and away games. Right. I go, and it costs me a lot of money to do it. But at the same time, they don't give a shit if I go or not. That's not where their money's made.
Yeah.
Their money's not made there. Their money's attracting winning stuff to get the sponsorship in and the corporate sort of side of it in that comes in. That's where the money's made.
Of course it is, yeah.
So
absolutely.
If you start winning, it becomes a little bit more global. And football's global sport, as we know. It's everywhere. It's every country in the world plays football. Yeah. Every single country. if there's no country that don't play football, it ain't worth knowing about. You know, there's probably only India, and they've got the football league now as well in India.
Yeah.
But they're more interested in cricket.
Yeah, it's
for example.
national sport.
Yeah, it's national
suppose,
sport, cricket. But at the same time, you go to India and talk about Man City, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Everton, Spurs, whoever it may be. They'll all know. Everyone knows who they are. So it's a goal. You go anywhere in the world, everyone will know who these teams are.
Like sport, isn't it?
And they'll watch it, but they'll also buy a subscription to a TV station that watches the Premier League, wherever you are in the world. I know people in Hong Kong and China, and 2 in the morning they're watching it, and they text me at 2 in the morning saying, "Are you watching the game?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, it's like Villa against Villa against Fulham, and I'm watching, and they're up at 2 in the morning watching it. So you know it's that popular. But unless you've got a product to push or a brand to push it and you've got $4 billion to invest in it, I'm not sure there's value in it. I think Liverpool might struggle.
I think to buy a Premier League club like saying and make money from it, it ain't easy at all. You have to put so much money into it to start with, don't you? You've got $4 billion. You think, well, that's going to go. Then I need to make money. You need to make a hell of a lot, don't you?
The return of investment is not going to be there. If I had $4 billion, if you had $4 billion, would you buy a Premier League club? You're young. You might find the
if
attention.
I could buy City.
That's what I'm saying. It's the attraction there.
But I wouldn't. I just don't think it's it's not a business plan, is it?
No, absolutely not. No, it's a big outlay for.
You're not going to make any money out of it.
Not a massive return, especially now that Super League's gone by the by, which is what they're hoping to get a massive return for.
I think that's what it was about.
Well, I think that's why he's left now. Cause
I think they've seen that and thought, well, we're not going to get any more money. That's going to be our ceiling of profit.
That's it.
You know,
might as well sell it now.
So, which is why I think the Glazers might go soon as well. I think they might be under the same impression.
But I think you've got to be careful, mate. What you wish for with that. I think the Glazers have been not bad owners.
Yeah, well, we could argue about that all night. Probably. I've always said that they've spent money. I've always said that. And to be fair, I've always said that if they take dividends out, so we were floated on the stock exchange before they took over, which is how they took over. They were still giving dividends out then, but no one ever used to say anything.
But they're a business.
But
it's a business. Why wouldn't they say, well, we're supposed to live on nothing?
Yeah, but fans moan about taking money out where it's dividends, but I mean, that is the way businesses work. And if they're floated on the stock exchange and you can buy shares, and then they give dividends out, don't they? But I think it's just I mean, United, I think, like I said, could go on about it all day. I think it's because
you're not winning anything.
Well, it is, though. I agree. I absolutely 100% agree with that. Of course, it's because we're not winning anything. If we're winning things, no one gives a shit.
Yep.
You won't give a shit to who was in charge there or who the manager was. He put Eric Dyer in charge of the team. If you were winning,
I'd rather have Peter Swales back.
If you were winning trophies, you wouldn't care. And it's the same at United. We don't care. It's because they are in charge, though, and you've got to look at the owners, haven't you, and say, well, they're in charge.
So, in my opinion, right?
I know the manager day to day for the team. I get that. Absolutely, of course, I get that.
But as a non-United fan, mate, and I'm going to give this as a football opinion, right? When I speak to United fans, it comes across that you have a divine right to be winning stuff. Not you. You're a little bit different.
Yeah, I think younger ones probably do if they've been used to just winning.
They think, why are we not winning? So we should be winning. No, it's a competition, mate. It's a competition, and people have gone past you. People are better than you now.
Yeah.
You're like 6 now. Is it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever it may be in the pecking order? There's people who are miles better than you now, right? Whether it be City, Liverpool, whoever it may be, there's people who are miles better, right? And it's just the way it is. Got to accept it. We accepted it for years as City fans. You try growing up in the 80s being a City fan. It was fucking shit, mate.
Yeah.
It was proper shit. And people poking the finger at you all the time. Fucking shit. I know it's shit. And fighting over it. We come to fist fights over it, right? That was my life. Now it's my turn to go shit to all the people that give it me when I was a kid. And going, we're winning shit now, you're shit. And they go, yeah, but we won the Champions League, I'm like, mate, you weren't even born when you won all this shit. It was years ago. 20 years ago since you won anything fucking major. Proper major, But it's like, you've been irrelevant for so long, that's why United fans, it's like, guy, get Mavis, get me fucking zebra pants out, I'm going out, I'm going on a protest. And you're protesting stuff that people don't even know what they're protesting for. I'm not going to go at you here, because I know you're a proper United fan.
No, it's just I wonder where you're going.
A lot of United fans I'm getting out of my mind. But what it is I had to put up with shit for years and years and years. Probably for 30 years I had to put up with shit. Right? We didn't win anything until 2011. Right? When we won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
When we beat Stoke in the final. Prior to that, our last proper win was, we made the cup final in 81, got beat by Spurs, and we won in 76. I was 4. I had to wait outside Wembley when my dad went in. I was 4 years old, 3 years old. I had to wait outside with my brothers. When my dad went in and watched the game and then come out and we went home. Fucking pointless going. You know what I mean? Just sat outside Wembley.
Yeah.
You know, when I was 3.
Yeah.
And that was the only memory I have of winning anything. Right? And now, roll on from 76 all the way to 2011, however many years that is, 40 years almost, 30 odd years.
Yeah.
And you had a banner up at City United, 34 years, a ticking clock, making fun of us, poking fun at us, right? Mocking us, how shit we were. And now everyone's going, yeah, but we deserve to win that. You don't, mate. Because I have 30 years of winning shit, nothing. And United fans think now they've got the divine right to win stuff. You won't know, you won't understand, because you were born into success. City were winning shit since you were born. City were good since you were born almost. When you were young, it was shit.
Yeah.
You know, 2000, we just gone up from, you were born in 2003, but your brother was born in 2000, we just gone up from second division to first division. Dickoff scored the goal against Gillingham, sort of thing, 99, sort of thing. But and that was overshadowed because United won the treble that year.
Yeah.
So even when we did get a little bit of success of winning that playoff to go, and it was a massive thing for us, United won the treble that year, sort of thing. So it was like overshadowed.
Yeah.
And United fans living our shadow. Now it's our turn. Now I'm giving it back to every United fan you can fucking find. I'm saying, no, it's our turn now. You can go and fuck yourselves. I'm going to put a ticking banner on my fucking stand and show you motherfuckers that you're not winning shit. Right? Because that's the shit I had to go through, and now it's payback. Right? And people who don't get it, don't understand what it's like to be shit. And United fans nowadays, you know, you grew up in the 80s. United was shit in the early 80s.
Yeah,
right. Ron Greenwood, or not Ron Greenwood.
Dave Sexton.
Dave Sexton. That's who
Ron Greenwood.
Yeah, Dave Sexton before prior to that. I'm talking about Dave Sexton, 70s and 80s. You won the FA Cup a couple of times in the 70s, late 70s, and then Atkinson won at 83. It was 85.
We were in the FA Cup final 76, 77, and 79. Won it once against Liverpool 77.
But you've got that kind of stuff, and you were shit.
Yeah,
kind of stuff. So you're old enough to know that.
Of course, absolutely,
right? Yeah. But then you've got these young kids who are probably Aidan's age who have not known anything other than United success, and it's there to stay. Trust me, City's time will come again when we're not dominating like we're dominating now. Hopefully it doesn't in my lifetime. Hopefully we win everything until I die.
Yeah.
Right? And we surpass everything that everyone's ever won. I love that. Right? Probably won't happen.
Wouldn't we all, but
wouldn't we all? But United did that.
Yeah.
United won the Premier League fucking 13 times or whatever it was, and no one said United are killing the league, United are doing this, United are doing that, shit, it's not fair. No, everyone just accepted it. But now it's not United, and it's not Liverpool. They did. We had to accept it. Trust me, mate. It was just accepted. You were the best team, and don't say about spending money. So your boy, I remember you paid 30 odd million for Ferdinand. You bought the Argentinian kid with the baldy head, Veron, for fucking loads of money. You were paying massive money for players in them days. No one else could afford. No one else could. The only other team that could afford it was Real Madrid, right? And you were paying fucking mega money for these players, right? Bought Andy Cole for a load of money, right? At the time when he was playing well for Newcastle, you bought everybody to fit into that team. Ferguson did the right job. Pep's doing exactly the same, and everyone's going, it's boring. City are winning everything because it's fucking done right. Pep is the modern day Alex Ferguson. That's what it's coming down to. That's exactly what it's coming down to. Yeah. But at the same time, I just hope we win fucking everything. I hope we smash everybody and fucking everything in the way and demolish. I hope we win every trophy that's available. And people saying, yeah, we haven't won the Champions League. I'm not asked. I'd rather win the Premier League all day long. I'll take the Premier League over the Champions League every single season. Because it's 38 games, you've got to be consistent every single game. Yeah. That's it. Champions League, you can get lucky. Might get a last minute penalty. It's shit. Just referee blows penalty. Yeah. Penalty. And then you lose the game. And you're out. True, absolutely. It's a cup game, it's a cup competition. Yeah. As long as we win that Premier League, that's all I bother about. And we keep winning it until we get past 20. And then United go, 20 times, that's the answer. Every United fan I always say, yeah, and you go, 20 times. And I go, and they ask me, yeah, 20 times though. I'm like, mate, you weren't even born last time you won it, so sling it. You know what I mean? But that's my take on Liverpool.
What was the question?
Yeah,
you finished.
Story time, mate, you know what I mean?
It wasn't even an argument now. Or if it was a mistake. Anyway, that's not what it was.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Take the earplugs out anyway, I think.
You know what I'm saying though, right?
Sort
And
of.
that's what I'm saying about
to a
the
certain
investment.
extent, but I think
What I'm saying is about the investment in clubs. It's not a bigger thing as it should be. You're not going to get return. Is what you're going to get.
oh, not making
It's
money
changed.
wise, you know. No, of course,
Changed.
that's
Football's
changed
changed.
hugely. I mean, they're getting more money out from TV companies these days, aren't they?
I
But
think it's above a little burst.
Yeah.
I think it's above a little burst.
well, they always say, oh, it still hasn't, has it?
No.
Seems to keep going up. Even through COVID, people thought, well, that'll be it, but it just seems to be going on the upward trajectory, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I still think there's probably other things to do by clubs getting their own deals on TV. I think that might happen eventually one year, but it'd be a long way off at the moment. That I think.
I think it might be closer than you think. That.
Yeah,
I think,
reckon.
I think it could
It's
be.
just with collective bargaining when a
Yeah.
Premier League, I'm just not sure how it would work out, but you know.
You might be able to buy season pass type thing for just your team, which is probably the best thing to do. But even if I go to all the games, but I'll probably still buy a season pass.
Yeah.
You know, daft as it sounds.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would, but I probably still would.
Something will change somewhere along the line, but I'm just not sure where.
Yeah.
But I think I don't see how much more money you can get out of people at the moment. But you know, who knows?
It'll work. It'll go.
But you definitely don't make a load of money owning a football club. You've got to be in it for. You've just got to invest money in.
Yeah.
Just take it. You're not going to get it back. I
Yeah.
think if you're willing to do that, fine. But if you're doing it as a business,
How many people have got
Sure.
how much money?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
that's
Well, it has got to be like, you know, country led, haven't they? You know,
Yeah.
Saudi or Qatari or
Oh, you can't buy our
wherever,
money. You can't buy our money now. United, not allowed. You've criticised us for years and years and years and years and years. Oil club. You wouldn't have it without oil. You wouldn't do this without oil. Oil Club FC.
I never mentioned United then.
But you're leaning
I didn't
towards
say
it.
anything.
But you'd love it if an oil club, if an oil country bought you out. Q8 come in tomorrow and bought United out, you'd be all over it. Qatar, you'd be all over it. You would.
Yeah, well, we'll see anyway. It might never happen. So
But you'd be all over it if they did though.
it's one of those, and it depends who it is.
Mm.
It really does.
What if it's
Some
Qatar?
might take over. Well, I don't know who the Qatar. I don't know who they are.
Altani's the owner. Altani, the owner. Yeah, it's the Altanis that own.
Yeah. To be honest, I